on air.
Yeah,
Live.
We're live.
Woo! How live are we?
We are so live. We are on YouTube.com. Welcome to the NOLAnerdcast, episode 50.
This is the first one of the new year.
This is Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Not 2016 anymore.
No longer 2016.
Thank God. I am as always Chris, joined today with
Josh
and Doug.
Hey, we haven't seen you guys in like forever.
I know.
No.
Things have been weird.
You barely saw me when I was there.
I know, but now you're front and center right on camera.
The whole time. And I'm like, hey, stalkers, I'm back.
Yeah. So we've had some technical difficulties getting the show running since we're now separated by several hundred miles. But I think we've got it. Maybe.
You look like a mad scientist who's just like, okay, guys, the
listen,
might be a little janky, but I think we got it.
Listen. Also, first of all, I've been working from home today, so I haven't actually showered yet. So my hair is just doing this thing where it's just.
Now that you mention it, I can see a smell wafting off of you.
Yeah. Like pig pen lines.
Yeah, yeah. It's squiggles. It's a series. I thought maybe you were in a dream. Turns out you smell.
Yeah. Thanks. But we're just gonna go ahead and we're just gonna run, and hopefully Matt will be able to join us in a bit.
Hopefully.
So guys, what is going on in 2017?
Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, let's sit on that for a moment while we wait.
I don't know. I really don't know what's going to happen this year. I'm cautiously optimistic.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
We're optimistically sure that things can't get any worse than what they're about to be.
Oh.
So
I'm not confident.
Might be great.
It's not 2016, I'll tell you that.
The music might be good. The comics might be great.
Yeah, the comedy is going to be fantastic.
The comic books and the stuff. Movies might come back. Who knows? Anything could happen.
I don't know. There's a new XXX movie.
That's right.
Fuck
We
everything.
can dally about
trailer is horrendous. Hey, look who decided to show up.
Hey, it's Matt. Oh, look at him. He looks like he just got laid.
He really does. I now know what these technical difficulties are.
Wait, guys. Let's ask this question real quick. Matt, did you work from home today?
I did.
That is the work from home look.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. My ass was on the computer, so now
Just don't ask me to stand up.
No pants?
You're not wearing any pants.
No pants, baby.
Yeah.
Woo!
Well, can you stand up?
I mean, you want to? All right.
No, we have guidelines. We have guidelines.
So, hey, Chris, I don't know what you guys are talking about, but quick tangent. I have now played Watch Dogs 2 with both you and Josh, and it has been fun in different ways. Because with Josh, we actually get things done and succeed, even though we end up killing everybody. All right, killing is wrong. We tase and knock the shit out of everyone. Whereas with you, Chris, it devolves. I keep wanting the Benny Hill music to kick on, just as like.
I don't know if this is a spoiler if you've gotten there, but there's a mission where you have to infiltrate Alcatraz and then escape from Alcatraz.
I just did that, and it was amazing.
It was difficult, and it was a bloodbath.
No, you know what you need to do, Chris? Here's what I did. I had upgraded my ability. I had just unlocked the ability to force retreat helicopters.
Oh, I don't have that.
So I started knocking people out one by one, and when I was inevitably caught, they called in the police chopper, and I sent it away, and I just stayed on the roof, and they would slowly come up one by one to try and get me. But then I found a window washer unit on the side, and I was like, peace out, bitches. And I lowered the way down, and I jumped on a boat, and I was like, woo! It was fun.
Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
Watch Dogs!
I want to talk about Watch Dogs some more in a bit. I guess we should get started with the news of the day.
I should get my comics.
Go get your comics.
And
I'll start with the news. You don't care about the news.
Oh,
Anyway.
pants.
Yeah, some pants. Go get some pants. Oh, look, he turned the thing off.
Yeah.
Oh,
You gotta turn-
So in
someone
the
shy.
getting his pants on in comics. Yeah, he
I hope-
definitely.
I really hope he turned his camera off and didn't have a camera break it down.
That's true.
Fingers
I'm
crossed.
hoping that-
So let's wrap, you guys. Michael Keaton says he quit Batman Forever because he knew that it was going to suck.
I'm back.
Well, Batman Forever was only going to suck because he probably saw the bat suit and he was like, "Fuck nipples."
There's no way he was gonna get into a nipple costume. But you know, Batman Forever wasn't considered bad at the time. We were all in a really weird, like,
That part of the
Hey,
'90s was strange.
It was a
Yeah.
weird.
Val Kilmer was a good Bruce Wayne.
yeah,
That one, because I remember that was a big nostalgia buster because I liked Batman Forever a lot,
yeah.
and I saw it within the last 5 years, and it's bad.
Yeah, and I remember loving it.
How bad
Yeah.
is it though?
Like it's
Well, but I also liked Independence Day that year, and now I can't watch that.
Well,
forever.
Independence Day is awful.
Well, so's Batman Forever, but I didn't know it at the time.
here's the
Well,
thing.
Wow.
Rusted Metal.
That's the next. That's the end of it.
Yeah, that's the end of it.
It is solidly in the middle of
Rusted.
an entire
Cool.
Batman like timeline. It's solidly in the middle, but it's like on the verge of going
Yeah.
to crap.
But I also remember Batman Returns sucking, and now I watch it now, and I'm like, this is pretty damn good.
Oh,
I have the exact same thought about Batman.
Yeah, like it aged way better. Just like Last Crusade for me has elevated to my
Because of
favorite Indiana
Sean
Jones
Connery.
movie. Not just because of that though. Like it's just something about it.
It's Dad. What?
Yeah. It's just such solid comedy.
It's great.
Strong.
Deadpool was rumored to appear in Logan, but that appears to be a false. So
That's a good.
we'll
yeah,
see.
I'm glad that's false.
Yeah, because that looks too serious to have Deadpool hanging around.
Unless it's a completely different Deadpool. Because
Yeah, it's the one
Deadpool
with no mouth.
has its own universe.
That's existing in between the Fox and the Sony and the.
It's
And
in
the Marvel?
it's in more in the Deadpool comics than it is in
Yeah.
anything else. It's just
Yeah.
doing its own thing.
The only two I can get with those two.
Can
Yeah.
you guys hear me?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Cool.
We just don't care that you're talking.
Yeah.
Wow. Hold on. Hold the fizzone, son.
It's
Some
like
Hey, good.
came
We'll
up.
be ready for filming on Saturday.
Yes, I'm very excited for that. Hold on, though. Real talk. So this news just got announced 2 minutes ago.
Mm.
PlayStation
You-
PlayStation 4 had its largest holiday ever on record, and it is now past 50 million units sold. And Uncharted 4 is now the fastest selling Uncharted, and it has sold over 8 million.
That's good for Sony.
Yeah.
That's very good. I mean, that's just good for the games industry in general, that these systems that they said were going to fade out because of mobile and
But the PlayStation 4 is a solid console. That's the biggest thing. The interface is great. The games are great for it. The online service is great for it. The online community is really good. It's a solid system.
and sometimes you have to deal with Josh.
Hey, we get things done, right?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I guess that's funny.
Anyway, Woody Harrelson is gearing up to be in this Han Solo standalone movie.
Is he playing
What?
Han's dad?
He's playing Han's mentor, so I guess he's just going to be Haymitch from the Hunger Games again.
I hope he's the original owner of the Millennium Falcon,
That would be cool.
Oh,
That
that
would
would be cool.
and he's
I
just
dig
like a total bastard.
That would be cool.
Hey guys, remember how Ghost Rider was going to save Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
I know I did.
It did not.
Well, not only did it not do it, it's also too expensive to keep doing Ghost Rider, so they have to stop doing Ghost Rider.
Are they going to kill Ghost Rider?
But he's going to ride off into the distance.
I bet he's going to go visit his cousin in California.
Chris.
What? What?
You know who they brought in?
No.
The Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Well, they call her Ada, but it's basically who was the AI robot Hank Pym made, the female
Joe Costa.
Yeah, Yocasta. It's basically her, and she has hashtag murdered Agent May and replaced her with a life model decoy.
Hashtag life model decoys.
Yeah, which is the next arc.
The tagline of the new half of the season is
So-
life model decoy is the name of the arc.
I mean,
Which means next half is all Cyloned up.
Yep,
hey, it works for Battlestar.
it did. But yeah, gangsta.
Frederator
I had
Studios.
trouble keeping up with it this year too. I just wasn't as interested as
You're
I
not
had
seeing
been.
anything.
The people who like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. really like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and no one else can be bothered.
I
I
watched.
really liked going in, and then I like the Ghost Rider thing. I think they will continually lose me on Ghost Rider until they just do Dan Ketch and stop stealing from Dan Ketch to make lame Ghost Riders cool. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Johnny Blaze sucks.
Hey Josh, you looking good, baby?
That's after he stops being Ghost Rider, so he doesn't get credit for that.
Okay.
Unless you want to turn him into Johnny Blaze on the bike with the Hellfire shotgun, then I will watch the shit out of that.
Or
Johnny Blaze, you got to see his feet as he transferred his powers to the new Ghost Rider.
I'm still hoping that's Dan Ketch, who's happened magically in between the movie and now.
The fact is,
Okay.
you're not seeing any Ghost Rider. They're too expensive.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. What's the next news we have?
Allegedly,
Allegedly.
Frederator Studios, the people who make Adventure Time and other great programs that we've enjoyed, is working on a Castlevania animated series.
What?
Mm.
Heard that.
They've apparently had this deal for over a decade to make Castlevania a series, and then they were like, "Oh, Adventure Time's a giant hit. We'll put this on the back burner."
It's true. I mean,
Well, is it gonna be
Castlevania is a terrible game franchise, so why?
Please.
Really? That's a terrible
Yeah.
game franchise?
It is. Name the last good Castlevania game. Go.
Lords of Darkness.
No, I said good, not tolerable.
Curse of
Symphony the Night.
Darkness.
Curse of Dark. No, again, Chris. None of the console 3D ones have ever been what you would call a hit. I think
You
the
know,
last,
They're still good.
I need a second.
Simon's Quest.
no, I honestly think it
Shut
might
me.
be the first DS one, the Dawn of Sorrow.
Dawn of Sorrow's good.
Castlevania become the Highlander of
It pretty much is the Highlander of video games.
where we love it, even though there's
It's
only like one
god-awful.
good one.
There's only two. There's like two good ones.
Dawn of Sorrow came out in 2005.
That's 11 years ago.
That's a big gap.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
What were you
In
doing
that In that gap, Final
Oh,
Fantasy
Send
15.
us an email to let us know.
We do not want an email.
In this-
We won't read them.
Yeah, we will not.
We don't even know where to go to. Where would you be sending them?
No,
I don't know.
NOLAnerdcast@gmail.com.
There you go. Just
So
send us an
Max-
email. Let us know what you were doing in
You
2005.
did this to yourself, Chris. It's fine.
I'm not reading it.
All from that one guy.
Yeah, I know,
He'll
right?
change his name again.
Matt,
What is
focus.
that?
Focus.
Chris, I'm fighting Boo.
I don't care. Focus.
Stop it.
We have two Jeff Johns related bits of news. The first one is another TV series is coming this year.
Okay. What TV series?
So it could be anything from Scalped, which is rumored, to this Black Lightning series, which is also rumored. Who knows?
Scalp, great.
Yeah.
Could another superhero thing? Do you think that's a possibility?
I mean, I think everything's open at this point. With the success of Preacher, I wouldn't be surprised if they started digging into the Vertigo log to find something.
Yeah, that too.
That would be good.
Yeah.
That'd be really good.
I still want somebody to catch on to the fact that you can't even make a Sandman movie, just turn it into another show.
Just make it a show, man. They're doing it with American Gods. Watch what's going to happen. American Gods is going to be a success. And then they're going to be like, yeah, Sandman should not be a movie.
Yeah.
American Gods, that shit.
And Why the Last Man will probably take off as well.
Ooh.
So
So hyped for Last Man.
I am all about
Wait,
that. But how
why?
are they going to get Joseph Gordon-Levitt to do TV?
He's very busy.
No.
No, it's on FX, so it's
Oh.
just as good. Just going to have
You're right,
commercials.
it is.
And finally, Jeff Johns is returning to doing comics. He's working on some sort of Watchmen related thing probably to do with the big event of the next summer.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
they've got to address it eventually.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense because what better way to get people to give it a shot than by attaching Jeff Jones's name to it? That's just smart money right there.
And also, he did such a good job with the opening of it that I think he has to be the one to really make it official.
Concurred.
Yeah, so that's all the news that's fit to take.
Putting the giant stamp across the screen.
Oh.
He doesn't have one. And
Right.
I was the guy that put that graphic there,
Right.
and we're live. So
Yeah, we can't do that live.
Frizzle Blazzle.
Well,
What comics did you get today?
I got a couple of comics today. The first one I picked up is U.S. Avengers #1.
Yeah, I didn't pick that up.
It's spinning
How
off
is
of
the
New
US
Avengers.
Is it like U.S. Agent?
Well, kind of. I mean, this is the team that
poorly
This
named.
this is the spin-off of New Avengers with AIM and Squirrel Girl and all the others. And this time they're just making AIM a part of the U.S. government.
Okay.
And their first mission is to fight a volcano island that is flying to Los Angeles.
That sounds about right.
It's great.
I
Did
mean,
they call in the New Avengers Unit Mark II or something? The giant Pacific Rim robot?
No, but there's a new Red Hulk who is almost completely identical to Thunderbolt Ross,
Okay.
which makes me wonder why he's not Thunderbolt Ross.
I'm sure they'll show that reason why. I don't know.
Aside from that, it's great. This team is awesome. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely worth a pickup.
Okay.
how many Chris's do you give it?
I give it 5 out of 5 Chris's. I thoroughly
So
enjoy
it's worth a 2 out of 10.
That's
it.
probably
Go for now.
red shirt Hulks.
Red shirt.
Chris is the peso of people. Its conversion rate is just not very high.
Wow.
But it's out of 5.
Wow. Wow.
I'm making a comeback, you guys.
Heard that.
You're making something, all right.
Yeah.
I also picked up Unworthy Thor #3.
Yeah?
Yes.
I haven't read it since the first one. Because I feel like if you didn't read the other Thor series, the not woman Thor, you kind of lost.
Yes. It's very much one of those things where it reminds me a lot of Green Lantern, Court of Green Lantern, where you get more enjoyment if you read all of the Thors together.
Right.
Because I don't know that this book you get much out of it if you haven't been at least tangentially following what Thor's up to. But I have, and I enjoyed, and I think it's radical. So,
Ooh.
Radical.
Radical.
fucking radical.
Mathematical.
Radical.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I hate all of you.
No, you don't.
I picked up Champion #4.
Okay. You
Wait.
picked up what?
Did you not get this?
Which one?
Champions 4.
Yes, I did. I really liked it.
I like it a lot, but I'm
Don't
so
what?
unenthused about this edition of Gwenpool.
Show us some pictures. We need to see some pictures with the audience.
You know what, Chris? That was actually the one thing I wanted to bring up was Chris is probably going to hate the fact that Gwenpool's joining the team.
Oh my
I'm
God!
not thrilled.
On a team.
But you know what, Chris? I don't think she's going to be like part of the team. You know?
Well, I'm going to definitely read her debut issue, and we'll see.
I really loved all the characterization in this issue, especially of Cyclops, and they even made like Nova seem cool.
This is good Cyclops. This is prime Cyclops.
This is the best of Cyclops.
Yes.
Young Cyclops.
Yes, young baby Cyclops.
Baby Cyclops.
Emotionally damaged.
Well, it's also worth mentioning because you guys weren't here that adult Cyclops is
Dead.
for reals. He's dead. So
Super dead. Yeah.
So there's only baby Cyclops.
But you know what? We joke about comic book deaths in the Marvel Universe, but you know what? Jean Grey and Professor Xavier are both.
Oh, is that the puppy? Is that the puppy? Oh, hey, oh, that's not the puppy. That's not the puppy. Where's the puppy?
It is the puppy.
Oh, that's the puppy.
Oh my god.
He's a good boy.
It's
Look
like
at
a
me.
boy.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, it's a
So
puppy.
cute.
This is why we got beat up.
Yeah, right.
I like that this dog is enough to derail this show almost entirely.
That's completely.
I know Matt's just like, oh, I hate all of you guys.
Yeah. All right.
So back to talking.
About what?
I don't comics.
Yeah, I also.
Puppy. That one's even better.
All right, bye, Samson. All right, so I also picked up Justice League versus Suicide Squad #3.
Yeah, I briefly read that one in stores. I just I missed issue 1, so it's kind of hard for me to pick up 2 and 3. But I do love the Amanda Connor.
What are you doing?
The Amanda Connor variant covers are amazing.
This is a great little series, and I feel very confident saying that because it's been buzzing through week after week. It's like one of those X-Men mini events,
Right, or the Green Lantern ones.
yeah, where it's busting through very quickly, and it's very good, and it works on like every level, and I'm kind of stunned because I hate this Justice League and I hate this Suicide Squad, but I don't know.
Gosh darn it!
Is working?
It works. I don't get it.
Why does it work though?
I don't know. It does.
Right, like I read it, I'm like, wow, this is actually good. What are the odds?
Yeah.
It's just a good writer, I guess.
I think the team of villains they have is pretty great.
Yeah, because the thing is, it's not. It says Justice League versus Suicide Squad, but it's not really. It's the two of them teaming up after an initial kerfuffle against a new like evil society of like badass underutilized DC villains like Lobo, Johnny Sorrow, Emerald Enchantress, Maxwell Lord, and Polaris, and Rash. What's his name? Rashuk?
Yeah, Rashov. He was in the first incarnation of the Suicide Squad. He was like the first.
I think you pinpointed it though because villains matter more in DC than even the heroes do.
Fact.
Like a lot of the heroes are lame, but their villains make them.
Yeah.
You know.
It's true, and I like these group of villains. We haven't seen Johnny Sorrow
Since like the JSA.
Yeah,
Forever.
we haven't seen Emerald Enchantress since Emerald Empress since the Legion was still a thing. So
I actually want a Legion of Superheroes show, and they're never going to give it to me.
they did.
Okay.
What?
They did do a Legion show.
When?
It was a cartoon.
Oh, the cartoon. Yeah. Okay.
Cartoons
Cartoon's
don't
good.
count.
No, I mean
I
like
also-
like I take it over the Legends of Tomorrow, which the title I already had thought might have been a Legion thing, and then it came out and it wasn't.
The Legends of Tomorrow.
I also picked up Midnighter and Apollo #4.
How's that? How's Apollo going?
Apollo's not doing great, but if you want to see Midnighter punching his way through hell, I got a book for you.
You want to see Midnighter headbutt a bullet through a demon's head? This is your book.
Matt, show them the final page of Midnighter getting ready to fight Nero.
Oh, well, first, but I know they'd appreciate this. The 2-page spread of him headbutting a bullet through a demon's head.
How is that a thing?
It's Midnighter. It's always a thing.
Okay.
And then this is the final picture as Midnighter approaches the devil himself and challenges him to a fucking fist fight because he needs to fight for his boyfriend's soul. And this book's phenomenal.
We need more Midnighter in our life.
We do. There's. I'm so sad though. Like if Steve Orlando isn't writing a Midnighter book, that he's just gonna go the way of everybody else. Because Steve Orlando put him in Nightwing, he put him in Grayson, and he wrote Midnighter. And so without Steve Orlando writing Midnighter, I'm just really worried that he's just gonna like.
He's going to go to the island of misfit heroes.
Exactly.
Just
I also picked up. I'm sorry. What? Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it's gonna be like that great run on Wonder Woman, and then they just put like some random ex-Wildstorm guys on it and turned it into TNA again.
Yeah.
Then they fixed it, but still. It was like that one period where I was like, oh, what a horrible way to follow it up.
It sucks because when these characters catch steam, they just want to keep it going, and they don't take consideration of like who would be the best fit. And
sometimes I think they just do a series of limiteds, instead of trying to perpetuate, like especially when you give like, who was it, Azzarello doing that great run on Wonder Woman, like that could have just been a series that ended when he left.
Yeah, sure.
And so, but instead it's like somebody else picks up from that number and it just feels incongruous, Anyway.
Yeah. I picked up Superman number 14.
I read that in stores, but I had already dropped it. But man,
that's the comic book equivalent of Napster.
Yes. Superman is definitely the book that has gone back and kind of embraced the sillier aspects of Superman.
And it's almost like Grant Morrison's writing it because it jumps right into multiversity, bringing in Red Sun Superman, the Barack Obama Superman, Captain Carrot, the Looney Tunes Superman. It's awesome, and it pits them against these intergalactic collectors who are collecting specific Supermen.
Huh. Yeah, it's awesome.
And it shows Justice League Incarnate, which is the multiversal super Justice League.
Yes. I like it, but
I liked it a lot. I've resolved to get the trade.
What was that?
I've resolved to get the trade.
Multiversity.
Yeah, I was just saying I really love Multiversity, so I'm interested now.
Yeah, because basically the basic gist is someone's attacking a Superman of other Earths, and they have to team up with Superman Prime to defeat him.
Yeah.
Pretty great.
Nice.
It's going to be good. What else you get, Chris?
I got Green Arrow number 14.
All right.
Yeah. The unveiling of Malcolm Merlyn as the Dark Archer.
Dun, dun, dun.
I think the funniest moment for me in this issue is Malcolm Merlyn kills the quarterback of the Seattle football team. Definitely not the Seahawks.
Yeah.
But he kills him on the field in the middle of a game, and he's confronted by 3 giant football players saying, "This is the battleground. We're gonna fuck you up." And Merlyn just kicks one of them straight in the nuts and stabs another in the eye with an arrow. And it's hilarious.
Nice.
That's it.
This is an interesting reveal to find out about, because I am a little bit thinking that Tommy is going to be the reveal of who is the Dark Archer in the current season of Arrow.
Agreed.
Yes.
Yeah, like that's my number one theory, and that maybe it's because of a shift that Barry, like maybe that is one of repercussion of Barry messing with the timelines, not just Diggle's kids.
That would be very cool.
So it'd be an interesting parallel too, if Malcolm's popping up in the actual books.
And this whole issue, he basically thought it was Tommy the entire time. It was very much a red herring that it was Malcolm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody knows something.
Dun 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 dun.
Maybe. I also picked up the Flintstones number 7.
Why?
Because
it's amazing.
Because in this issue, Bedrock, what's the thing where you give money to the church and they absolve you of sins?
Indulgence.
Yeah.
Yes. Bedrock plays around with indulgences. And it's kind of hilarious.
That's kind of fantastic.
If you're not reading Flintstones, you absolutely have to be.
This is crazy.
I don't understand. I don't understand why it's good.
Have you read any of them?
No.
You have to read them, and then you will understand.
All right.
Okay.
Basically,
fantastic.
See, this is where I miss being in the same room where I can just pick it up. And it was good.
And I would love to show you specific examples of it, but it's suffice to say, this book has been shockingly fun. I've really, really enjoyed it.
I guess I took it from Archie, and
that's what they did.
Yeah, decided not to. Just because it's the Flintstones doesn't mean you put garbage people on it.
That's true.
No. I got Unfollow number 15.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Unfollow number 15.
I didn't get it.
Well, it was on Comixology.
Ah,
I think your comic book store sucks in Florida.
we're still getting the hang of which books are pulled, but I thought that was supposed to be one of them. Damn it.
I will say my brief thoughts on Unfollow are they're really cutting down the 140. Like they're dropping like flies, and I think we're gearing up for the end game.
Okay.
Does it feel like that we're all on a space station and we're just floating and talking to each other? Like,
I mean,
quick, NASA!
No, but it does feel like Chris is underwater compared to Matt's resolution.
That's true. Good point.
You look like you're underwater. I don't want to hear
Yeah, well,
it.
they're on an iPad.
Yeah.
I'm on a really old MacBook Pro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris, you
I'm
have
on my laptop camera.
buy a webcam.
Yeah,
A
I'll think about
Logitech webcam is $29.99.
it. We'll see.
Fuck, webcam.
All
I
right.
also picked up the Autumnlands number 14.
You mean this one?
Yes, that's exactly what
I
I meant.
really like this issue. This was
I do too. I like Autumnlands a lot. I don't really have like a ton to say issue to issue, but I think as a whole, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's the classic Image thing where as a whole, when you read it in trade, you have a lot more to say, but each issue doesn't really stand out on its own. But then you read it as a whole story, and you're like, "This is just baller, son." So,
It's really fun. I don't know if I'd say baller, but I'd say fun.
baller as fuck.
What?
Is it dank?
It's got the dankest of memes, son.
Oh.
What
please.
else you got, Chris? You're taking forever.
Baller AF, fam.
I will say the final book I picked up was Saga 41.
I picked that up last week.
Oh, well, Comixology had it today. Shit's bad.
Yeah, that finale. Ooh,
It's not good.
not great.
And I love that's what I love the most about Saga is I can look forward every couple of weeks to going, shit's real bad.
I mean, that's the thing, like, you don't want to you don't want to spoil it by talking about Saga because this is a book that people wait for in trade, and it's so
As they
good.
should.
I would hate myself if I ever spoiled anything, you know?
Yeah, then don't do it. Can we talk about Mass Effect?
Well, we're getting there, but Matthew has to talk about his comics first because Chris took forever.
Oh, I thought we were talking about all of our comics.
Well, there was some crossover.
Yes, we weren't.
All right, you ready? I'll rapid fire these.
Rapid fire.
Chris, I'm surprised you didn't get Wicked and Divine number 25.
I like it better in trades.
So you stopped getting them?
Yeah.
Well,
Don't talk about it.
here's a little twist, Chris.
Ha.
I'm just gonna say that the fallout from the big reveal is prominent, and there is a great exchange between Baal and Persephone, and we get introduced to the in-game. I don't know how long this series is gonna go on, but it feels like we're reaching the in-game, and also there's this amazing 2-page spread, and it's super cool. Ooh. Okay. I got Old Man Logan.
Oh, how is that?
I can't believe Chris didn't get Old Man Logan.
I didn't see it on the pull list. I'll go back and get it later.
Well, it involves him in the Savage Land jumping out of a evil dinosaur and ripping his way through it. So
Oh, that is the best.
if that doesn't get you hyped, I don't know what will, son.
Good call.
And Chris, it involves Alpha Flight and Puck. So I know that will
I do like
ruffle your jimmies.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I got
Who doesn't
Batman.
like-
Chris, single
It's a
best
good
issue of Batman you'll ever read, like from this run. It's phenomenal. It is a part one of a 2-part story of just Batman and Catwoman enjoying one last night together before she goes back to prison.
When are they going to take the Rebirth logo off?
I don't know.
That's
They kept New 52 on the books forever.
the whole time.
It
It
involves
comes up at all, it'll be the Watchmen thing.
It involves character moments like this, with the two of them just looking at a starry sky. And also, it involves a rapid-fire beatdown of some of the best sea-level villains you'll ever come across, like Signal Man, Werewolf, Copperhead, Kite Man, and all of them. It's damn good.
I like all that.
Kite Man.
Fucking Kite Man. I really
Got Green Lanterns, the finale to the Phantom Lantern arc. Sets up a not great status quo for our intrepid young Earthlings.
Okay.
I'll find a cool. You know how they resolved it, Chris?
How?
They tricked him into channeling compassion, and he realized the error of his ways and took the ring off, and then they beat the shit out of him.
I'm awful.
That sounds very appropriate.
Look, so this is him going like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I've done so much bad stuff. I need to take the ring off." He takes the ring off. What the fuck am I doing? Boom!
God damn it, Simon Bowes.
He's so good, Chris. Just saying. Also, one of my favorite. You know, I love these splash page spreads where someone goes through all of the Lantern cores at once.
Yes.
She put on the Phantom ring and it wrecked havoc on her. I got Nightwing, which is awesome. I got Black Science,
I think
which
that
is
was
awesome. And Chris, bruh.
bruh.
See, sophomore year for the Assassins is not great. Saya's older brother decides that he doesn't want her around as part of the family legacy anymore and sends the entire Yakuza after her and her friends.
Yes, that issue came out last week. It was awesome.
Oh, it did?
It came out last week for me.
Okay, weird. I got it this week. Okay, so you already know then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
your
it's
comic book store is awful.
It is not actually. Every $100 you spend, you get $15 off, and
Okay.
they give you all the bags and boards for free.
Oh, nice.
Okay. That's really awesome.
I'm okay with that.
But you have to be in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Less great when you have to be in Florida, but not the point.
Did you buy meth from a crocodile yet?
I did. I also
Oh, that means officially loaded.
funny. It's not my fault.
Yes.
It was looking at me funny, bro.
What?
What?
I fucked a crocodile for looking at me funny.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Well, you look like you've been on you haven't slept.
It's
Or slept a little.
I haven't been because we have a puppy, and so I have to wake up a lot earlier because sleep doesn't exist with the little puppy. And also, Caitlin's car broke down, so I've been driving her to work while it's in the shop. So
Okay.
I'm tired. That's all.
Heard that.
Womp womp womp.
So what do you want to talk about next?
Well, we got some news to talk about in the gaming world, son.
Okay.
Is it about Mass Effect?
It is about Mass Effect.
Yay!
That was weird.
What about Mass Effect?
Mass Effect got
I
a
could-
release date.
Right?
March.
That's all we're talking about. The 21st of March.
of
Yeah.
Mass-
And you were talking about how you're just going to avoid it from
I'm
now
just
on.
gonna avoid any information about the game. I'm going in.
Talk about it every show.
We're not.
We
You
are.
can just go level on
Yeah,
yourself.
I'm totally cool with that. But I am super excited.
Hey, Chris, do you remember that game that has popped up on our most anticipated indie games for like forever?
What, Cuphead?
No, well, that's one of them. But Rhyme, the game that was basically like Ico meets Wind Waker.
Oh, yeah.
It got a new release trailer after years of silence, and it's now multi-platform. It's going to be hitting the Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and PC, and it comes out early this year. So that's finally coming out. First of all, let's just say March is going to be fucking stacked. The first 3 months, quarter one of 2017, is absurd. You have the release of the Nintendo.
2016.
You have the release of the Nintendo Switch and all of their games. So Mario, whatever else is a launch title. You have games like Resident Evil 7, Tales of Berseria, the new Digimon game, the new Naruto game. You know, all the Gravity Rush 2, Horizon Zero Dawn, Mass Effect now, For Honor. Thank God Persona 5 got delayed a month so it can have some breathing room. But man, it's going. And the new Ghost Recon, just all these games. South Park is still scheduled for March. It's going to be a stacked month, guys. Save up that money.
Excited.
So here's what I thought I would do. So NeoGAF just did their annual voting on their most anticipated games of 2017. I will read you the list, and then why don't you guys tell me which game you were most excited about for 2017? Josh, you have to say something besides Mass Effect because we already know that's
Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Mass
All right,
Effect.
so number 1 is Zelda Breath of the Wild. Number 2 is Persona 5. Number 3 is Horizon Zero Dawn. Fun fact, the vote gap between Zelda and Persona 5 was only 7 people. The next gap between Persona and Horizon was 300. The next gap was Red Dead Redemption 2 with 350 votes discrepancy. So the top 3 were very decidedly the top 3. Zelda, Persona, Horizon, Red Dead Redemption 2, Mass Effect Andromeda at number 5. Number 6 is Nier Automata, which got a huge boost because it's got, I don't know if you guys downloaded it, but the demo is up on PlayStation right now. And it's, oh God, it's so good. Chris, you might even like it. I'm not sure, but you might.
What is it?
Well,
Nier Automata, it's the new Square Enix RPG made by Platinum, the people that did Bayonetta. But they basically made a Bayonetta RPG.
Oh, okay.
Next up is Neo. Number 8, Resident Evil 7. Number 9, Gravity Rush 2. Number 10, Ni no Kuni 2. Number 11 through 20 is Yooka-Laylee, South Park Fractured Butthole, Prey, Uncharted The Lost Legacy, Danganronpa number 3, Yakuza 0, Final Fantasy 12 HD, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, Sonic Mania, and the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. And then if you will indulge me, I will not read the following 289, but I will read up to 50. I'm just going to rapid fire. Tell me if you want me to stop. Dragon Quest XI, Scalebound, Shenmue 3, Kingdom Hearts 2.8, Tekken 7, Divinity Original Sin 2, Cuphead, Gran Turismo Sport, Torment Tides of Numenera, Crackdown 3, Sea of Thieves, Tales of Berseria, Vampire, the new game by the game about the 2 girls. She can turn back time. Life is Strange. It's their new game. Wipeout Omega Collection, For Honor, Legend of Heroes, Yakuza Kiwami, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands, Cosmic Star Heroine, Dragon Quest VIII, Kingdom Hearts 1.5 plus 2.5 Remix, Injustice 2, Project Sonic 2017, Halo Wars 2, Pyre, Battletech, Ace Combat 7, Outlast 2 Tacoma, and Thimbleweed Park, which is a 8-bit sprite adventure point-and-click game. So now that you got that list, what are your most anticipated games? Josh?
Mass Effect.
Okay, what's your second most?
Pyre.
Nice. Mwah.
Yeah.
Dougie Fresh with the red hair.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yep, that's mine.
By leaps and bounds. Robot dinosaurs, redhead Viking chick with
It's
hair.
For me, it's Horizon. Second place is Mass Effect.
Yeah, I mean, the Mass Effect is actually like kind of neck and neck with it for me because I am super into that series and I'm tired of replaying the other.
If you guys want to stop the show in 2 minutes, Mass Effect Andromeda is because going on right now is CES, the Consumer Electronics Show, and at NVIDIA's keynote address, they're about to show Mass Effect running on their latest technology. So basically how it's going to look on max settings on PC.
Oh, Jesus.
4K craziness.
No, it took too much effort to get the show running as it is.
Anyway, Chris, what about you, Boo?
It's Mass Effect and I guess Horizon. like
I mean,
one of them.
those are really the two like standouts. Unless you're getting a Nintendo Switch and love Zelda, those are just the two standouts. What else did I have? Oh, and I thought this would be a fun final discussion topic before we call it a day. And before we like talk about what we did and then call it a day, because we will have our videos for most anticipated 2017 and our top 10 2016 lists coming to you soon.
Yes.
To the magical Doug and Josh. More Doug, less Josh, but you know, we love them both.
Whatever.
Right? All right. So I thought this would be a fun game. What do you think will be the first flop of 2017, like the first game to bomb? Like, it's easy to talk about what your most anticipated games are, but sometimes it's hard to guess which games are just going to crash and burn.
Oh.
Huh.
Zelda?
Really? No. I'm not even going to entertain that thought.
Just wait. I mean, just wait. Yeah.
Are you staking money on that, sir?
I don't know. I would. There's a good lineup of games coming out. It's not like Last Guardian or Final Fantasy 15 type situation going on where you waited so long for the game. But like these are all pretty much like all developments happening on a good time schedule. They're getting them out pretty well.
I can throw one out and see if you guys can see if that jogs anything in your head. I think unfortunately the first flop of the year will be Gravity Rush 2.
I was just thinking that.
Not critically. I think just like the first one, fans will enjoy it. I mean, fans and critics will enjoy it. But I just think it's definitely niche and coming out way early in the year. Like it comes out in 2 weeks. It comes out on the 20th.
That's a summer game.
Yeah, that's a game that should be in the summer now. And here's the problem: is that it would probably stand out in January if Namco wasn't releasing 2 anime games as well. And while Gravity Rush 2 isn't an anime game, it's got the same aesthetic. But going up against established games like Tales of Berseria, the new Digimon game, and the final Naruto game, those are the ones people gravitate towards. And I just think Gravity Rush 2 will suffer because of it, unfortunately.
Yes, I pulled up the 2017 game list, and of all the ones that I saw, Gravity Rush is the first one that caught my eye.
Right, and it sucks because I think it's going to be amazing. I love the first one, and the second one looks phenomenal. But something's got to give, and not every game is going to be a winner on the sales charts.
Yeah.
So that's my money.
I think that's fair.
Word. You guys want to talk about what you played this week?
Yes.
For me, it was Watch Dogs and
Watch
Pokemon. Pokemon and Watch Dogs, because I finally beat Picross 3D Round 2, and I'm trying to finish Watch Dogs and Pokemon before the January just shit show.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Watch Dogs. I mean, I finished Final Fantasy a couple of weeks ago.
What did you think?
I liked it a lot. It's definitely going to be in the middle of where Final Fantasy ends up.
You think it's like Final Fantasy 5?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
It's definitely a Final Fantasy that it's kind of a Frankenstein of a Final Fantasy that they made to kind of get people into Final Fantasy. It cobbles, the best bits of like 6 and 7 and 8 and all the others, and they kind of just crams them together to make this Frankenstein of a Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
And I think it works for it. But I don't know that I don't think it's a great Final Fantasy. I think it'll be at the middle of most lists.
Right. You think? I have a friend that just put up his updated list of Final Fantasy game rankings, and Final Fantasy 15 is number 2.
Years.
I think time is going to temper that.
You'd be surprised. I think I have not put enough time into it to give a ranking yet, but I'm loving it so far. So,
No, I think it's a lot of fun. I just think when time tempers it a little bit, it's going to fall.
you think? Okay,
I think so. I'm not sure. I could be totally wrong.
that's fair.
But I started playing Watch Dogs 2.
Yeah.
Yes, which I've played a lot of in the time off, and I think Watch Dogs 2 is better than Watch Dogs 1, which we all kind of hoped it would be. But I don't think it's so much better than Watch Dogs 1 the way Assassin's Creed 2 was so much better than Assassin's Creed.
See, I'm going to have to disagree with you on that one. I think this is the leap that what Assassin's Creed had. It fixes almost all my issues with it being the side quests are actually fun and engaging. The story is interesting. The protagonist isn't a grim, dark revenge seeker.
A lot of good history. All those little stories have some rich history behind them, but like the origins of hacking and the origins of the NSA and the CIA observation.
Yeah, I think it tells a story worth telling. Like it's about. It's like the first game. Lots of games have been like surveillance is bad, but this is the first game that really tackles what could really happen if we let too much control slip away. But it does it in such a lighthearted way that it never feels preachy.
The cast of characters are perfect though.
Yeah, like even down to the fact that you have a transgender black woman playing as a congresswoman. Yeah. You have a high function autistic kid who they don't even make a big deal about it. They're like, yeah, he's autistic, and then they just move on, and he's awesome. You have Wrench, who's amazing. I think the only person that really suffers is Satara, the female. She just doesn't really get too much that sets her apart from the others.
But it's when you have stronger other characters, one a little bit weaker is all right.
Precisely.
And like I said, I think it's much better and it's good. I just don't think it's so much better. I think my biggest issue with it is an issue of tone.
Okay.
I think the tone is a little off.
How so?
It's too lighter.
Well, it's kind of one of these fun, happy games, and then you can go and shoot people in the face.
Well, see, here's the thing. That I dislike that issue people have with it because it's dumb. Ubisoft, they're literally in a damned if they do, damned if they don't scenario. If they didn't include guns, people would have flipped out like, why are you not going to let me have guns in my open world game? But the game is very clearly designed to be run with the taser and the electric charges and the knockouts.
And the gadgets. You can do a whole quest.
It's true, but that doesn't mean it's not. Just
because you use it as a crutch doesn't mean that it ruins the tone of it. Because
no, it doesn't ruin the tone, but it does have a tone issue, and it's not even myself. The potential is there for the player to do awful things, and no one ever bats an eye at them.
And it's weird because, have you guys finished the game yet?
No.
Okay, well, I'm not going to spoil anything, but if you do play the pacifistic route, the ending makes so much sense.
Well,
the way it.
Here's the other thing that I love about it is because none of the story has them grabbing their guns and cocking and loading and running in. It's always them doing the pacifist route. If the player chooses to pull out his guns and mow everyone down, that's on him. The tone of the game never once says, tries to even push you towards the violence route. It doesn't. But they put that option in there because it's an open world game and the shit show that they would have endured if they limited player options by doing that. And it's just one of those lose-lose scenarios where if they didn't put it in, they'd be yelled at. But if I put it in, people are like, oh, there's a tone issue. No, there's not. The game itself never once presents a violent tone. It's always knocking people out.
You're cutting your sales.
Except for the 3D printer that prints out machine guns.
To make.
But the first thing it prints out for you is the only thing the story tells you to print out is an RC copter and an RC car, and then it starts you with a taser. Not once does the game go get a silent sniper scope. We got to go take this guy out. Not once.
You do a lot of.
That's what I mean when I say the game doesn't have a tone issue. if the player chooses that, that's not a game's tone. The game Grand Theft Auto always has you gearing up for war, basically. The first Watch Dogs had missions where you're trying to find arms to take out gangs. Whereas this, the most violent thing you can do is call a gang member to attack another gang member. And
I think what Chris is getting at, though, is that there's no, like, they're not trying to dissuade you from using violence either. They're kind of like allowing you to use it and then keeping their lighthearted pacifist tone as if you're peaceful. There's no punishment for shooting up a room.
That's true.
Nobody comes after you.
That's
when you're on Assassin's Creed and you choose to not do the mission properly, you get punished. You've deviated from the timeline. But in this game, if you go shoot up people, even though they clearly want you to be pacifist, they are not forcing it on you or even dissuading.
Yeah, the story should have been affected if you played a little more violently.
I think that's what he wants.
Yeah,
is that
the story should have been affected.
The game should get harder because that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Or it should get easier, but you've murdered everybody and you don't get a good ending.
Right.
Which is what we're always talking about doing.
Right.
But
like the way Dishonored does it?
Yeah, like suddenly, like you're coming out of alignment, basically.
No, and look, here's the thing. I get that. I just don't think that equates to the game having a tone issue.
Maybe tone's not the right word, but that they're, you know.
I would agree that it maybe has a consequence issue.
Yeah, it's a consequence.
Yeah, there is a like there was in the first Watchdog, you had your vigilante scale where if you killed people, you know, and you hurt people and you did more violent act, it swayed to another side. Said more cops came after you, more people were able to hack your world. But if you were more on the good side, then, you know...
That actually does happen in this game. When you get invaded for the bounty hunters, that's only when you've been killing people.
Oh, then I haven't been... Okay, that makes sense.
Because I haven't been found out.
Yeah, I haven't been killing people. So, and there we go.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I mean, I would also like it if, like, you know, you've got these cast of characters. What if you just lost friends? Like, they wouldn't fucking help you anymore because you were murdering people.
See, that would be cool, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Miranda became shut off because you had, I don't know, shot 20 people.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't want to be a party to you anymore. Yeah. Like it
you know, that's my thoughts on this. I still enjoy it. I enjoy it a hell of a lot more than Watch Dogs 1. So
agreed.
And that's it. That's all I play.
Okay.
Next.
What
about you guys?
Well, I played the moving game, but in between
the real life.
Yeah, real life moving.
Meat space.
Yeah. But Darkest Dungeon has been taking up my time.
Darkest Dungeon? Nice.
Yeah, I love it. It's so rewarding. It really is. The challenge is amazing, and I just like that there's real consequences from like losing people in battle, and the stress meters are great, and everyone going crazy in the middle of like a dungeon crawl, and then the challenge just keeps on like upping, and I try to even create challenges in the game for myself to be like, can I get out of this jam? Can I get out of this mess? So it's rewarding. It's stimulating in many ways.
Well, that's awesome. Doug?
I haven't really played anything. I've been working a lot and getting into other scrapes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. I mean, the last thing I was playing, so I still have to get back to, is Hyper Light Drifter. And one other game, I've forgotten which one it was now. There's another PC game, like Steam thing, that I've got that I haven't finished.
Like I said, for me, it was just... I'm playing Pokemon. I made it to the third island, and Watch Dogs. I literally just did the Alcatraz mission. I got a new side quest where people are trying to dox us, and I found them out and reverse doxed them, which I thought was really cool. So I'm just doing every side quest I can, and then I move on with the story. I'm loving it.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
Nope, we're getting sued.
Thanks, Sarah. I wanted to do that as soon as you said that.
You're very
Yes.
welcome. Hoorah!
All right.
Yeah.
Hoorah.
Anything else?
Welcome to 2017. Keep an eye out for our upcoming games. All right, videos. Oh, you know what? Let's briefly talk about it, even though it's January and the games are now out. Let's talk games with gold and PlayStation Plus, and then move on.
Okay.
Games with gold. Xbox One is getting a game called the sequel to the Van Helsing game, Death Trap World of Van Helsing.
All right. I didn't know.
You get Season 2 of Killer Instinct. And for Xbox 360, you get the indie game The Cave by Double Fine and Rayman Origins.
That's fun.
So solid all around. And for PlayStation, another smorgasbord of indie games. You get Day of the Tentacle HD, Tim Schafer's classic point-and-click adventure game. And you get This War of Mine, that really depressing game where you try and keep a family of refugees alive in a war zone. It's like a war game where you don't play any of the soldiers. You just play civilians trying to survive.
Like the Grave of the Fireflies of video games.
Pretty much. PS3 has a game I've never heard of called Blaze Rush. I'm going to have to look that up. And a game called The Swindle, which I remember seeing. Yeah, that's it. It's a stealth game. It's a stealth game where you try and break into places and steal.
All right.
And the Vita gets the amazing Titan Souls, which if you're a fan of Hyper Light Drifter, is right up your alley, except unlike Hyper Light Drifter, it's just a series of boss rushes. But all the bosses are as twitch and pattern sensitive as Hyper Light Drifter. And a game called Askend 2. I don't know. It's not the greatest. It's like a Bejeweled style game. Nope.
Yeah.
Not the greatest lineup, but the PS4 indie games are amazing if you don't already have them. So yeah. Have a great day, guys.
All right.
Yeah.
Peace out, everybody. 2017.
This weekend.
Yeah, this weekend we'll be at Wizard World New Orleans if you want to poke your heads in and say hello.
Yes, we will.
No one's allowed to talk to Matt, though.
Aw,
He's too busy.
guys.
Yeah.
There's no time to talk to him.
Smoking crocodile.
Yeah. Does he have a name? Does your meth dealer have a name?
No. He just likes to be called the one.
Oh.
You have to say the every time you talk to him, like a Tribe Called Quest. You have to say the whole thing.
Yeah.
100%.
The one. I'm about to go
Hello,
make,
the one.
make a deal with the one. Crocodile.
This is gonna be a comic book, by the way.
Oh, it's happening. Yeah, it's happening.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Peace out.
All
All right. Good night.
Good evening.
I'm calling it a night. All right, guys.
Bye.